Welcome back to another Alvpodcast.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. A lot of people didn't think we'd make it this far, but we definitely did.
We're back.
Follow us on Instagram at Podcast ALV.
And in our SoundCloud, the link's in the bio. Just click on it, check it out, subscribe.
Here we go. All right, so tonight. My biggest thing, honestly, this entire week, I just had like a lot of anger, a lot of aggression, just what's been going on in society and things that I've been seeing in the world, and just really thinking like, where the hell are we living right now? And a lot of things were going through my head on like, is this what the creator, our creator wanted? Is this what they saw? And it was actually funny because I was having a conversation about this with my boss 2 days ago. And I said the exact same thing, and he looked at me, he was like, man, he's like, you ever watch Preacher on AMC?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, and I'm like, I never thought that was something that I would watch, right? And he was like, everything you just said, he's like, that's literally what happens in the show. That God looks down at everybody, and he's like, this is not what I had in mind. And he's like, fuck it, and he left heaven, and he was like doing cocaine. He was in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
he was having sex with like women.
Right.
He didn't care. There's been so much going on in society that it is chaotic. And whether you start at, what's going on with Trump, what's going on with Amber Geiner
the
trial.
Yeah.
Then you go on to police brutality. You're seeing more and more videos come out, more and more people being, extremely aggressive and, willing to thinking that they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, or police officers.
Yeah.
I saw that coming too.
I think everyone did. I look at it where, Rodney King was probably one of the first times you saw police brutality like truly televised. And, when that happened, I think in the 90s, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have things like we do now. Like anything you do is on social media. Like I wonder, like, man, imagine what it would have been like during, like, say, Frank Sinatra's time in Vegas and somebody had cell phones. That shit would be crazy.
Oh, man.
Or just anybody, anyone in the, early 2000s.
Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
Now everything is going to be online. No matter what, something happens, you get pulled over, somebody's pulling out their phone as proof. If your husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is getting, choked out.
It's just so crazy what all they're doing to, go through that. And I mean, hopefully, he gets what he deserves. But they're I don't know. To me, it sounds basically like he's hiding something.
Oh, definitely.
Because, if you had nothing to hide, then why are you holding back? Why are you, like, creating all this ruckus? Like, yeah, like, you're getting looked at right now, like, through a telescope, basically. But it's like, it doesn't faze him. Like,
he doesn't care.
He doesn't
Well, that's
care.
the narcissism that kicks in.
That's true.
And it's crazy to think about how naive so many people are. And how so many people are gung-ho about being on his side no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's also scary. Because, you got these like diehard like, followers, and at some point you can even call them what's that word I'm looking for?
Trumpians.
Not even Trumpians. We're gonna trademark that shit.
Right? Hashtag Trumpians.
All these Trumpians are like, they're
Like
so
Smurfs.
attached
They're lemmings
to like what he's saying. It's like, they don't even. The thing that bothers me about like people who are like that, like fanatics. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's what a fan is, right?
Yeah, they're fanatics, and it's like, they'll take anything out of his mouth to be, the be all end all type deal, what I mean? So,
and they always regurgitate whatever he says.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, but have you done your research? Like, a lot of these people.
It's like religion.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like, what the fuck? Like, do your research. Like, if once you do all your research and you find everything that you want to see and believe that shit,
then come to me.
Then come to me. Then like tell me, something else besides what he said.
And you think about how many times he lies and how they try to skew different things. You know what actually just came out, I think it was yesterday, Fox News had a poll about whether or not he should be impeached. And they did a typical poll, and 51% of the people agreed that he should be impeached.
That's crazy.
Like, think about the fact that
that's more than
the majority of people that watch Fox News are Republicans. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Whether they're pro-Trump or just Republicans, period, they do. A lot of it, that's hella suspect. Yeah. And then, so you think about, remember the time when we started talking about how, even bad publicity is still good.
Oh, yeah, bad publicity is good publicity. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have eyes on him. He's going to have ears on him. Like, it's Trump.
But it's hella shady.
But and it is because since day one, he's been, for lack of a better word, a rebel. You know what I mean? Like he's
not the norm.
He's gone against the grain like the whole entire time he's been in office.
Yep.
And I mean, we talked a little bit about like the whole immigration thing, like how harsh he is with immigration, but at the same time, like his wife is an immigrant.
Yeah.
Like thinking that it's okay to be expressed the racism, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like
it's like they came out the closet.
Exactly. It's like they've been living amongst us this whole time, but now that Trump's in office, like holy shit, they got the courage to be fucking racist out in public without without any consequences.
Whether it's saying the N-word and not thinking there's going to be repercussion.
Like that one video where that chick walks into the store and
just started screaming, I hate it. Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Huh? Like you didn't see that. Like well, I hadn't seen shit like that. Even when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Like being Hispanic and everything, and it's like. Now it's like, holy shit, it's a lot more visible. Mainly, social media and everything plays a big part. Everything gets passed around, like I said, so fast now that, you'll see it and then you'll see it again and then again and then again. And then granted, it might not happen like a whole lot, but now it's getting a lot more attention, a lot more, eyes on. Like, everybody's going to pull their phone out as soon as they think something's gonna happen, and in most of the cases it does happen.